We are battling it out. Which one should you purchase, Myolift QT or the Ziip? Let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we talk about non-invasive, better aging solutions for the mature skin. Both of these are microcurrent devices. If you've been following me, you know that I have only ever used the 7E Wellness devices, which is the Myolift Mini and the QT. I did a lot of research. This was my absolute favorite microcurrent device for the longest time. And then the Ziip came out and I absolutely love this device. So I still think this is wonderful. I'm going to be comparing these to hopefully give you a better understanding of how they're similar and how they're different. And I'm going to give you my kind of recommendation and who I think that these devices might be for. I want to just state, I'm giving you specifications and also this is from my personal experience of using these devices. I think that both of these devices are wonderful devices. I do believe that one is going to be more recommended for a specific user than the other one. And so I'm going to share with you my opinion and information and why. Let's talk about how they're similar. They're both microcurrent devices. They increase ATP. When you age, your ATP decreases. So this is going to help increase it. Both of these devices lift and tone the face. Both of these devices can be used anywhere on the face and neck except for definitely here. But you can use these underneath the eye area, on the hood, around the mouth area. There's a lot of microcurrent devices that you should not be using on those areas, like the Nuface, because there's only one mode, which is the lift and tone mode. So you really want to, under this area, these really fine lines, you actually want to lengthen those muscles to be able to erase and minimize. Both need a conductivity gel. You need an app for both of these devices. Both of these devices, in addition to treatments, there are also plans that you can do. So for this particular device, if you go into the app and you go into plans, there's all different types of plans, and it will tell you, day 1, this is what you're doing. Day 2, you're taking off. Day 3, this is what you're doing. So it's all there for you. There's no, you don't need to put anything together. This has put everything together for you. The QT also does have plans, and the updated version actually, so I have the QT. There is also now just recently the QT Plus, and you need the app for both of them. The QT Plus actually asks you a bunch of questions. It asks you your concerns for your skin, and then it will create a plan for you based on that survey that you took at the beginning. It will also continue to ask you questions throughout your treatment so that it can continue to customize your plan. Now, this is not, there's no survey on this, so just know that that's kind of how they're different. You also will find, which I love, you will know if it's conducting or not on both of these devices. So it will link green on this one if it is conducting, and on this one, the lights go on. If there's no light on, it's not conducting. Both of these devices go up to 400 microamps. Let me tell you how these devices are different. So this device has 2 modes, which is the reason why I purchased this device. No other microcurrent at the time that I purchased this had those 2 modes. So it has the educate mode and it also has the erase mode. Educate is going to shorten the muscle, which is going to lift and tone the face, and the erase mode is going to be used on those more sensitive areas, and they're going to lengthen the muscle to be able to minimize, erase those fine lines. 2 types of technology, which is the microcurrent as well as the nanocurrent. That's what makes this very unique. Erase and educate makes this very unique. This microcurrent and nanocurrent makes this very unique. We already talked about what microcurrent does. Nanocurrent is actually a smaller current than microcurrent. Nanocurrent is much more in sync with our body's own electrical current. So what does that mean? It means that it keeps those cells super healthy. The way that Melanie Simon discusses the two different technologies is that microcurrent is like for the here and now and giving you this sculpted, lifted look, while nanocurrent is cumulative and is going to help to, over time, it's going to give you the most beautiful skin, glowy, beautiful skin. This device, like I said, has erase and educate. Those are the two modes. I do not know a lot about the waveforms on this device. This device uses many different waveforms. So what that means is it uses different types of waveforms directionally, positive, negative, to be able to create different treatments. And those waveforms are going to allow different things to happen on the skin. So when you're looking at the treatment plans on the app, no two treatment plans are the same waveform. They're all different and they all do different things for your skin concern. This one has erase and educate. Your educate is going to be the same. It's lifting, it's toning, it's shortening. You can change the microamps on here from anywhere from 100 to 400 microamps. Erase is going to be erase. So there's no different, from my understanding, there's no different wave forms that are going to be different. Like there's not different waveforms in the erase, like all of these different types of waveforms in erase and all of these different waveforms in educate. So it's erase or educate. There is a customized program on this where you can customize your own treatment and you can actually change the microamps anywhere from 100 to 400 on this device. This device, everything is done for you. So while there are treatment plans and every treatment plan is different, you cannot do a customized treatment like you can on this one. You also cannot change the microamps on this as well. So there are going to be some times when you are feeling the current in this device. A lot of people are not going to like that because you can't turn it down. It doesn't bother me at all. I love it. It makes me feel like it's working. So that doesn't bother me. This, if you don't like feeling anything, you can then customize your own program and you can turn down the microamps so that you don't feel anything. Let's break this down into pros and cons for each device, and then I will tell you who I would recommend these devices to. Pros, easy to use. You can get a customized plan if you purchase the newest QT Plus. You can change the microamps if you want to. You can use this microcurrent device on all areas of the face because of those two modes, erase and educate. It also comes with hands-free microcurrent masks. It comes with a forehead, a lip, as well as a full mask, I think it is. I find that to be great for maintenance, and it's not going to be in place of this, but it can be great if you're feeling like not doing this and you just want to do a hands-free mask. It can be used during the maintenance phase, and it's great for product penetration. It is the best value because of those masks. So you're getting the device, you're getting the 3 mask, you're getting a gel for like $3.29. Moves are really simple. You're just kind of doing this or this. So the moves are really simple. Cons, it doesn't have nanocurrent, which I'm really loving. I think that's going to be a personal preference. A con definitely can be that you do need the app if you don't want to be tethered with the app. With that being said, you can definitely still use this without the app. It's just going to save the last treatment that you use. So whatever you turn it on and you just wanted to get started, you could definitely use the last treatment. So you can use this without the app, but you need the app to get started. All right, let's talk about the pros of this device. So it's easy to use. I feel like everything is taken, there's no guesswork. So all of the treatment plans are customized for different skin concerns. So there's many different treatments. This is like instant gratification, glowing skin, problem solver, lift and tone, eyes, jowls. I find it to be a little bit more comprehensive. as far as what their treatments goes, because their treatments are not only just for lifting and toning and erasing fine lines, but the treatments are also for good, healthy skin. So to me, that would be a pro. You can use this on all areas of the face. If you're working on, if it's on microcurrent, she'll let you know, like, don't go underneath the eye right now. You just kind of want to go stay on that orbital bone. Like, she will let you know when you should be going underneath the eye and when you shouldn't. I find also, and this is personal preference, that and I hear this from a lot of Ziip users, the treatments are very spa-like. So the aesthetics of her app, Melanie Simon, who is the founder of the Ziip, I find to be very aesthetically pleasing. And I feel like I'm, at a spa salon picking out, which wonderful treatment I want to use. And she does all of the treatments, and I just find them to be very spa-like. This is just very simple and basic. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just really preference. Cons, the gel on this is expensive. It has some wonderful ingredients. The gold, I think, is over $100. And even their silver, I think, is $50. You don't need a lot of the gel. And my gel, I mean, you guys, I have not replaced this gel yet. And I have used this August, September, I think, and it's the end of December. I need to purchase another one here soon, but it does last a while. And the reason it does is because I find that you don't need to reapply this continuously, and you don't really need a lot of it. So that's something to just kind of keep in mind as well. But the gel is way more expensive. The gel in here is pricey as well, but just always know that you can always use some sort of aloe gel, or like I rave about the Medicube HR booster gel. You could definitely use, I've used that gel on both devices, and it works. This device is much pricier than this device. So that is definitely a con. You also cannot change the microamps on this device. So if that is something that you really want to do, is change, and you cannot customize a plan. There's nothing customizable. I love the treatment plans, but if you are someone that doesn't like any facial stimulation, then that's definitely, this is not going to be the device for you. All right, let's talk about who I would recommend these devices for. Kind of already said, if you do not want any muscle stimulation, this is not going to be the device for you. This to me is if you want to take your skincare to the next level. If you are an avid microcurrent user and you're like, okay, I've been using this microcurrent device for years, I want to try something new and different, this is where you want to go. This is really the future of microcurrent. It's lovely. Not only, like I said, does it help to lift and tone the face, but it's really helping with the overall health of your skin. I love this. I love doing this before a video, before an event. I just love the way that my skin looks using this. So I think that this is going to be more for the advanced microcurrent user. I'm not saying that if you're a beginner that you can't start with this. You absolutely can. But if you don't know how microcurrent feels, this may not want to, like if you're a beginner and you've never used a microcurrent and you don't know how microcurrent feels, which is kind of like a little bit of a zapping or stinging, sometimes your muscles might twitch, you may not want this device. And I think that you would be very disappointed if it bothers you. So that's really something to keep in mind if you are a beginner microcurrent user and you're thinking about this device. If money is not an option, honestly, I say this device, I absolutely love it. This is going to be for the starter. I think that this is what I use to change my face, is the Myolift QT. The 70 Wellness devices are the devices that I use to change my face. Microcurrent was the first technology that I ever used, and I actually started with the Myolift Mini, which I love, and then I went with this for maintenance. I would do the Myolift Mini like once a week, and then I would go in with this handheld device 2 or 3 times a week, and I saw great changes. I know that this device works and it is effective, and I think that and I think it's the best value if you're looking to get started with microcurrent. I still believe that this is the best to get started with. And I think it's better than Nuface. I think it's better than Forever. And the reason for that is because of those two modes, erase and educate. So I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know if you did, and if you have any other questions about these two devices. So if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.